Action.
Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in. This month for August, we have content creators and artists and all that good stuff. So I have two treats for you in the bill. So we're just asking questions centered around artistry, music, and all that good stuff. So before you even tune in, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So what are your names, your ages, and your current relationship status?
Wow, that's a lot. Let me just say first off, like she said, like, subscribe, do all that. You know what I'm saying? Support black businesses. So my name is Brian Donovan. I'm with Privacy Entertainment. We are a record label / production company. And what I do for the company, I'm the COO, second in charge. I do marketing, which is the content part. I also do help create the sound that we're dealing with, and also work with the artists and do artist development and things of that nature. Several hats.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
So I had my own label years ago. So 20 years. Yeah, I've been in music for a while.
Okay. Did you say your age?
No, you want that now too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sure you said your name.
Yeah, Brian Donovan. We got that. 55.
Okay. And I'm Paris Victoria, 29, fashion designer and interviewer each month. Stay tuned.
It's Kyle Onuma. Yes, Onuma is Nigerian. Onuma. Hey, I'm not gonna go down that path. My age 30, and yeah, support black business. Like, subscribe, comment. Paris Victoria. Let's get it.
Okay. So what is your favorite color and what song describes you right now in this moment?
So my favorite color is red, and it's hard to think of a song that might describe me now, especially a song that might suit the time or whatever. So I guess what I'd have to say, the song that I enjoy, or the song that my wife and I enjoy, would be "Here I Am" by Rick Ross
and Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly. Yeah, that's a good joint.
I love it. That is a classic.
It's energetic though. You know what I'm saying? I'm in an energetic point too.
I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
I want to be on a yacht.
Yeah,
I need a yacht. What about you? Your favorite color? Oh, let me rephrase. What is your favorite color, and what is the song that describes you right now?
I'm gonna go with two colors. Sorry, but I like a navy blue, and then I like an amethyst color, to be specific. And then the song that I definitely love and jamming to right now is giving me that energy and that motivation is Davido.
Is who?
Unavailable. The song title is Unavailable.
Oh, Unavailable. And what's the artist?
Davido.
Davido? Oh.
Davido.
You said Nigerian artist?
Yeah.
Oh, have I? I know Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. I was about to say Burna Boy too. Burna Boy.
I mean,
is he Nigerian?
Yeah, like Davido, he was a very number one out there in Nigeria. And I feel like when the transition of Burna Boy, Rema, I'm sorry, I can't think of her name right now. Oh my God, it starts with a T.
Oh,
Tim's. Thank you.
Tim's.
Oh God,
Tim's.
forgive me. And mainstream artists
Love
like them, and forgive me for the other names I've missed, but the ones that are going mainstream here in America, Davido, for me, I feel like I've heard him first, but he definitely has some classics, but not hear about that, but we're here for.
Yeah. So he's been out for a while, but he's just now being presented in pop culture. Oh.
Who, Davido?
Yeah. Has he been doing music for a while?
Nah, he's been doing music for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
America kind of just opened them doors for Nigerian artists.
That's right.
There's been a big breakthrough recently.
Yep. It's actually crazy. It's crazy because it's about the music too now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's wanting to do the Afro beats kind of vibe.
Yes, Caribbean vibes.
Yes, it's hot. So then then Burna had that crazy single, which wasn't really an Afro or Caribbean vibe kind of track, but it was just crazy. And I can't speak too much on it, but yeah, it's hot now. It's definitely hot.
So it's been a rise of wanting the whole Afro beat genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll answer too. My favorite color is yellow. You probably can tell by my personality. But this year is the color of red, so I've been doing red fashions all year long with the interviews, if y'all have not noticed yet. And the song that describes my how I feel right now is "I Am Every Woman" Whitney Houston version. I love that version because I literally have been a chameleon for the past 24 hours. Like I've had to go into fashion designer mode. Then I also work a 9 to 5, so I had to do that. Doing hair, makeup, the whole nine. I barely slept. I don't even know what day it is.
Can we get a hand clap?
Yeah.
Can we get a hand clap? Yes. And that work.
Tired.
So,
Yeah, you in
Mama
training.
is
Didn't even know it's
tired.
in
That work.
training. You in training.
what's that word?
Like there are times when I design, like when we're getting ready for a photo shoot, like the next day I will not sleep. I'm up the entire day, like all the way up until the next day. I don't even do that sometimes. Remember the girl tribe? The first year, I did not sleep. Yeah, I did not sleep for 36 hours.
That's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So is that like a norm for a fashion designer?
No, that's the norm for somebody that wants something. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Sleep
not,
deprived?
yes, because, look, sleep is the cousin to death.
No, it's
what I'm
not.
saying? Yes, it
I
is.
need
Listen.
rest. I need
No,
to
no,
sleep.
no. You have to respect rest. You have to respect rest, and it's good. But they just recently recognized that everybody doesn't need the same type of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like some people need 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
When I get 8 hours, I feel sleepy the next day.
right, you're groggy.
Yeah.
So you don't need 8. You know what I'm saying?
I guess
So
6 is good.
Yeah, so there you have it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is sometimes you don't have to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just want it so bad. You know what I'm saying? That's like Jesus. He
Jesus is not us.
no. But I just want to make the point
Jesus is
that
God.
but no. Jesus is God. You know, like we can go real deep with that. But the point is that when he was here
human,
in a human body, he wasn't interested in eating when he was on his path. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Was it Sugar Low?
you know what I'm saying? What?
I feel some type of way.
Was it Sugar Low? Yikes. Skipping a meal, babes. I'm going to call you back. Whoo, yikes. I did not know that.
Yeah. Because he was so interested in what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how you are. You're so passionate about what you're doing, and you're at, you know what I'm saying? You don't have time. I don't have time to eat, and I don't have time
I have to sleep.
Sleep. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have time for the
I'm
meals.
going to eat, right. Okay, but
Because
Yeah.
after this, what we eating at? That's our thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Did we go over relationship status?
no, we have.
No, we have not. So what is your current relationship status?
I'm married.
Married. Now, has this helped you with your artistry, or I don't want to say not help, but like has it helped you like with as being an artist?
Absolutely. My wife has always been very supportive of what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's the perfect example of a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that stops her from doing what she's doing, but she has her own goals, dreams, and things that she does, and I help her with it. But she's the perfect example of a helpmate. So yeah, I can go forward in what I'm doing because she's supportive.
Do you feel like that's your fuel, like having a helpmate? Do you feel like that fuels you even more as if you were to be a single man? Like if you were a single man, do you feel like your drive would be would you go as hard? Because in my opinion, when you have your helpmate, I'm going to want it even more. Like, because you have that
supportive drive.
that support and
like
that
natural
yeah,
support.
I can't
It's
get my
like-
words out today. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
but
no.
yes, thank you for backing me up.
Yeah, that's really good. But yeah, no, I love my wife, and she loves me. You know what I'm saying? So we could have nothing and be happy. You know what I'm saying? So the drive, so I'm driven because there's things I want to be successful in. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, the things that I'm driven in trying to be successful in is one thing. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about family and all that, then yeah, we work together and that's important. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about other goals, dreams, aspirations, and all that stuff, one has nothing to do with the other. I'm focused on those things separately.
Okay. It has it. What's wrong? What's T?
Fill me up.
Gr-
Fill me up.
Brian,
Fill me-
what?
I ain't asked for it, but I'll
Tap
take
me
it.
out, John. Tap me out. Tap me out. Girl, take it to the head. Okay. Because in my mind, I've been single since I've been a fashion designer, and like I've been an artist my whole entire life. But I will say I feel like, not that it would drive me, but it's just great to have somebody that's for you on your side, especially like in this, depending on what art you take on, whether it's like the music industry. I've heard things about it. It can be lonely in that industry, even the fashion industry. So I always think like, almost like the grass is greener on the other side, or you think the grass is greener on the other side. So like for me looking in, it's like, oh, that to be your full self in your artistry.
Yeah, I would think that that it's important to meet that person prior to your success.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But one relationship that I like is Monique and her husband, and we don't know where that's going to end or how that will finish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at Monique and her husband, they seem to really work. You know what I'm saying? Like
They do.
They seem like they're for each other.
Yeah.
And then it's about the relationship, and then it's about the industry. You know what I'm saying? So then, because I think if you meet somebody, like if you're very successful, then you don't know really what their motive is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they just want to tie into success and things of that nature, you know. So, and even in regular life, not being a superstar or whatever, you know, typically that other woman or other person, what they want is that position that you and your wife work so hard for. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife put us where we are. Now I'm going to bring you to take my wife's spot. That's absolutely crazy to me.
I love that. That's absolutely
crazy.
crazy. Tell them that. Tell that to the camera.
I said it.
Look in the camera. It's crazy because you hear all the time like how the woman, I don't want to say hold them down. I don't want to say that. But you see a lot of times where, you know, before the success, you're married and everything. And then once the success hits, then.
Yeah, you can buy anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You can buy
exactly.
anything. So, you know.
So that's refreshing to hear.
Yeah, a trick is a trick.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
Kyle, what is your relationship status?
Well,
Kyle, what?
I mean, he had a really nice stare, man. I'm
this
just
is
like,
a-
I can't top that. I'm just a single brother out here. So.
Nah, he said single for the ladies. He look.
Oh yeah, because this is a take two.
That's
Say
what
what
you
you
said.
said the first time.
I'm single, ladies. Yeah, that's how I
Yeah, that was a dope line. That was straight pimping.
I'm parched. Did we go through what you do for work? All these questions be blending to me because I just kind of go off on a tangent.
What you do for work?
Yeah,
I didn't go over it, but yeah.
But Brian did, right? You did.
earlier. This time?
This time you did.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Kyle, what do you do for work?
Okay. So,
Take two.
I would love to tell y'all a story, but I ain't gonna take that much time.
Tell us
you know
the
what I'm
story.
saying?
Is it long, Kyle? Cause you...
It's a very long story.
Okay,
I'ma
no.
I'm gonna say that for
No,
a
sir.
different time.
No, sir.
But I work as a 9-to-5 teller. Period. There's no really cool name to say. I'm still in retail, but I would say my ultimate goal. I do love music, full-heartedly. I was in a band from 6 through 8. I learned to play the snare drum. Shout out to Drumline during that time it came out. That was my inspo. That was my inspo.
Really?
I didn't really grow up in a church, you know. I like a church band, like a choir. Like I wasn't around that type of vibe. Growing up, did go to church though, but
Was you Baptist, Presbyterian?
Baptist.
Period.
But as far as you know, getting back to the music, like I really found myself like recording and wanting to record around the 2015 year, and you know, I loved it, enjoyed it, loved mixing and mastering, loved the tedious works behind it all, and that's my ultimate end goal. But 9 to 5, get that paper. Trying to get a part-time. It's coming soon.
Do you feel like you have more grit with trying to accomplish being in Okay, let me say this again. Do you feel like you have more grit to you now that you're older and you're doing the music thing? Like, so for me, I feel like when I was younger, I had a certain hustle, a certain grit about me. And I feel like it's kind of dying down now a little bit. I still, I'm doing the whole fashion thing, but I feel like I missed that part of me when I was younger. What about for you? Do you feel like you still have that grit? Is it the same? Because before, back in the day, like I said, you used to be full time, come in like 8 o'clock, and be up till 4, doing mixing and mastering and stuff, and then have to be to work at 8 o'clock. And you'll be like super hot with energy. I done created this track, it's gonna blow up.
Traumatized with my energy. I'm excited.
So, my question: do you feel like you have more grit now that you're older doing the music?
Definitely. It's being 30 now is I definitely just learned and grow. I feel like as far as when it comes to work, I think I mentioned this before, like when it comes to any type of work, I notice when I focus on something instead of trying to doing everything. Like, God. But the times trying to do just trying to do too much, you can find yourself just like killing yourself almost, or like just putting too much of a strain, too much anxiety, wanting to finish everything, but you can't. You can't. So might as well finish one at a time, like we take on the days each and every day. Take it on one day at a time. So like there's more progression, there's more excitement, there's more happiness behind that. It might be slow, honestly, just looking at what you've done, satisfaction.
I can only take things one thing at a time. I can't multitask.
But sorry, going back to the part to conclude, yeah, getting older definitely has changed my way of grinding. Like I'm really like I said, I think focus really is the biggest picture out of it. Focus. So
like focus on the future or where you want to see yourself.
no,
with the
not
music
necessarily.
industry?
That part's done. That part's the dream. That part is like solidified. That's something not to still dwell on or to still think about. It's like, what action do I need to do now? Like, literally, what action I need to start doing? Like, let's start doing. So, yeah, like when you start to focus, you start to just prioritize what you need to do action wise, and then boom, you start to flow. Think about like you doing hair. Like there's a process, but what gets you going is that feel me? You get that groove. Whether it's turning the music on simply or turning the lights on, it's like you take that deep breath and you focus. You're locked in. So I would say focus is, as you get older, be easy with yourself. You're still in your 20s. Like getting out of my 20s has been rough, but you find yourself. You know yourself. So yes, please.
Okay.
Don't be too hard.
Noted. Good stuff. All right, and where are you from, and how did this place shape you?
Nigeria.
You are not
like,
from Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying. I was getting ready to say something.
This
like,
man think he got Japanese in him.
let me
I said,
explain.
Kyle, no. Absolutely not.
Tell my story. You can't tell my story yet.
You
But
said it.
long story short, I am Nigerian and American, and sorry, I don't want to be rude, but yeah, I'm black, but I don't believe in that. But that's a whole different story and different topic. But I think it's a title and a name. That's just my idea and why I say that. But getting to the root, I'm Nigerian American. Like my father's Nigerian, my mom, she's from Georgia, Equipment, Georgia. Stand up if you out there. To my family, to my loved ones, I know things been rough, but shout out to y'all. I do pray for y'all, so word. But other than that, I'm Nigerian American. It's different seeing how things are. I got raised by a Nigerian man, so that's it's different.
And you're from?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Detroit 4. If you out there, 336, stand
Detroit
up. You
4.
heard?
Wow, that's a nice tagline.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
real dope. That's dope.
How has this place shaped you? No, let's gear it back to the artistry. How has this place shaped you with your music?
So
Or did it shape you with your? Has this place shaped you at all?
So my hometown, so in a sense, yeah, it definitely has shaped me to who I am. I can't knock all the things or the things I've been involved with. I do think about God's plan and like just how we move in life. But long story short, I do feel like my hometown has raised me. North Side. That's why I was really meeting people, getting out to know somebody. People definitely thought I was weird, and I definitely was.
That's good.
But
That's good.
I stood my ground a lot of times. I didn't start no fights. I loved everybody. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the help. But I definitely seen some things, and I also definitely experienced some things, and I don't regret none of it, and because it's just molded me, and like I'm recognizing that and realizing it now at this age, but and over time in my 20s, but yeah, it definitely has shaped me Treyfo till I die, man. Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Brian?
That's good. Well, so can I piggyback real quick? Because he was saying that.
He said a lot. What were you
thinking?
thinking?
The part about him, I guess being unique to the other people.
Oh, yeah.
Calling it weird, but that's a gift.
Is it really?
Yes, because that is an artist in artistry. Because think about it. Everybody wants to be able to express themselves and say how they feel and talk about what hurt them or what made them feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what artists do. You know what I'm saying? Artists are the people that are able to, and comedians, are able to say how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So now you can put music to your emotions. So you can, instead of saying, this is how I feel, you can say, yo, check this song out. You know what I'm saying? This song is exactly how I feel right now. So that's the importance of artistry. And of course, people don't understand people that are different. So that's kind of tough coming up until you become Prince. You know what I'm saying? Or Michael Jackson.
Prince was love Prince.
Yeah, he was weird.
He was fly to me, but I'm weird, so I look at it as fly.
That's the point. That is the point. You know what I'm saying? Like he is what everybody wanted to be able to, they wanted to be able to say the things that he said. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought sexuality, not as if, I can't say it's good or bad, but he brought sexuality to another level. Like people were able to express themselves in different ways because he talked about it.
And he was just so put together and like
he wasn't afraid.
He wasn't afraid to take a fashion risk. Yeah.
He wore 4-inch heels.
And jumping off the what was it? The speakers.
He paid for all that though. He had to get a hip replacement.
Oh yeah. I watched his True Life.
He paid for it,
not True Life, but the E Hollywood.
Yeah, but that's what artistry is. So Winston-Salem.
Yes.
Let me just talk about real quick because I don't know what kind of schedule we're on, but
he said we're good.
I was born in Winston-Salem.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
I was born in Winston-Salem.
I thought you was from up north.
So I am.
I mean, Brian.
So
really?
Yeah. So my dad's family is from Winston-Salem. You know what I'm saying? My mother's family is from Wadesboro, Marlboro. What happened is my mom. So my grandmother was living in High Point. You know what I'm saying? So my mom had come to see my grandmother. Mm-hmm. And so she went to the hospital to make sure that she would be okay to fly back to New York. And her water broke at the hospital in Winston-Salem. So,
and she just stayed. Oh, no. You were born there, and then she went back up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so how did you transition to up?
Well, so we were there. That's where she was flying back to. She was flying back
Oh, okay.
So the other part of that is in reference to how where I came from relates to my music. Mm-hmm. So that was the 70s. I was born in 68. You know what I'm saying? So we were there till 79, something like that, which was the birth of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So they used to come to our block. We were in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So they used to come to our block and set up and plug in, you know what I'm saying, the whole nine and do hip hop. So when we were getting ready to leave New York, we were leaving asking for turntables, my brother and I. You know what I'm saying? We were like, yo, we got to have turntables. Well, first it was the medallion. They had the Mary medallion everybody was wearing and the AJs. You know what I'm saying? And then so when we were leaving, we were like, yo, we need turntables. You know
was that the moment you like realized you wanted to do music? Like, was this like?
Yeah, I mean, it was hip hop.
Just that whole era. Okay, era.
You know, I was birthed in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So was there one event that was just like, oh man, like this is what I want to do, or just was it the era of hip hop?
Yeah, it's the era. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I'm, you know, again, I move.
That's real.
In the present. I move in the present.
Yeah, because you be forget. You said I don't remember.
I don't do too much with the past. The past is tough for me, but I'm always present. Trying to be present.
What about for you? I asked a new question. when was the moment you were like, okay, the music, I want to do this. I have to do this. Was it a dream since you were a kid, or was it based off your experiences, like as you grew? Like, what did that look like?
So the like when I said about being in a band, I was playing the snare drum, so I was always interested in learning, like drum line. Like I was always interested in making the cool sounds from a snare, like doing all the cool tricks. But unfortunately, I didn't take that and go into high school with it. But like during high school, I want to say when I started experimenting with software, computer, learning how to work the computer more, I saw like a couple of things like FL Studio was out. Like FL Studio was out. The most difficult thing at like 13 or 14. Well, I didn't know how to use it. But it's just a pattern base, and I was just like drums, snare. I was like, okay, it does sound like drums and snares. Okay. So I just put it together, pattern, and making beats. Those little small thing. That small thing kind of inspired me. But ultimately, when I became a first year community college student, I started DJing, like using this virtual DJ on like this computer laptop HP. But I really enjoyed mixing songs, hearing the sounds, hearing the blends, hitting little different sound effects to like make the blend sound better. I started diving deeper into like the sound of it, and then going back to FL. I just wanted to get better at it. So anything that I'm learning, like I definitely want to finish it. I was doing a lot, but yeah, I think that's what motivated me. I got off track.
So was that so you were more interested in like the technical part of it. When did you start like rapping? Because you actually write songs and rap and sing.
So like writing wise, the first time, it's a little secret. This is something I want to express on DBF Sounds coming soon, But I'll express it here. First time up here at Victoria. But 5th grade, the Bad Boys 2 movie came out, and Nelly in that song.
Shake your tail feather. The side ponytail, John with the chicken head. I remember that.
Oh my goodness.
I remember that era.
For some reason,
I remember that.
Nelly was inspiring to me growing up. So like I loved his sounds and how he just made music. Like the way he got people dancing.
Yeah.
Got them up. But I fell in love with that song. I was in 5th grade, and I wrote my first lyrics with a couple of friends.
Oh wow.
I used to have the book. We were the Bad Boy 2 brothers. I'm never gonna forget that name, but I had a whole page done. It was the most simplest rap, and I can't find that book, but I know it's in my room somewhere. I definitely want to share that, but that's some secrets. I got a little story to tell, so I'm just like saving it all. But yeah.
With me, because I also dive into music and stuff, or from time to time, and for me, I've always, since I was a kid, I wanted to be a star. Like that was my thing. Now I'm just like, no, I just want to earn my money and go sit down somewhere. But based off what you said, like when you said like you was writing the raps, and you said the 5th grade. That was
so the 5th grade, but then ultimately like 2015, that's when I wanted to dive in.
Okay.
Like I did a couple of poetry slams. That's when I started, because I went from Winston-Salem Community College to Charlotte, and Charlotte just like, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Because I haven't been nowhere. Like, I haven't really done too much traveling. Like, long story short, it's quite depressing. But I want to just say that when I got to Charlotte, I was inspired by a lot of things, a lot of the arts. We do have a really nice art and fashion, world out here. So poetry definitely was a beginning, because I wrote it. Got inspired by a woman by her name is Jasmine Michael. Shout out to you out there. But she inspired me. I went out there by myself and did a poetry slam. Nervous as heck. Just did it because I wanted to, and it felt good. And that changed everything. So, yeah. The drink get to me. Keep going.
No, but I was just saying, like, when I was a kid, like, I was writing lyrics and stuff when I was, like, 6 years old. And I still have, like, all of the songs that I've written from like 6 all the way up until like age 8, not, probably now, like until like a couple years ago. And my mom would sneak and read my stuff. She, and like in her mind, she was like, really, you can be a songwriter. Like, you're really good at this. And my dad, he was so good at that, like songwriter, and he had a beautiful voice. My late father, God rest his soul, he was really good at that. And it's like that thing, it's just something that was just always like I just wanted to do it, like the fashion, music, like I just always was into that since I was a kid. So I'm like, where did that come from for y'all? For me, it was always since I was born. I'm like, is that a gene, my dad? You know, you just never know.
Yeah, maybe.
What about for you? Like, what was that? We already spoke about that. You said the era of the hip hop.
Yeah, the era of hip hop speaks more towards who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But why I do music, or so people say something from nothing is possible and is impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't make something from nothing, which really is not true. You know what I'm saying? Because so making music is from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we could, we made we were just beatboxing and rapping.
How do y'all do?
Early, you know what I'm saying? So
where does that come from? A freestyle? Like
it's. I want to say
my dyslexia will not let me. I have a speech. I used to have a speech impediment, so I can't even. I can't do it. Where did that come from? How do you know?
It's
like off the dome. I can write it off the dome.
Ninth grade. If you wasn't like my ninth grade is to which is 2008. So Lil Wayne, if you wasn't on that freestyle, if you didn't learn how to freestyle. Cause see, I'm gonna dive really deeper. So I'm explaining an artist, right? His name is Lil Wayne,
right.
hip hop artist.
They used
rapper.
to be my man. I used to love him.
Was such a great freestyler.
Yeah.
So in other words, he had a lot of freestyle videos out, and of course he made rap music. He was out there, singles after singles. But Wayne himself, like from that, like it inspired a lot of us young folk, to go out there and freestyle with our friends, or just enjoy freestyling together when songs would come on, or when beats would be played, or somebody's beating on the table, like. So like that inspo, we honestly created a whole generation of artists and rap artists from that. But that was inspiring. But I don't know if I'm jumping to the point.
Well, I mean, but that's deep because, we have a whole generation of, on this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from an earlier era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When we were rapping on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, and so a lot of it was written, but then also a lot of it was freestyle. You know what I'm saying? But it started in New York, in the streets of New York, in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
So did they used to just call you up? Like, yeah, you, come on.
No.
Or you just go out there and just do your big one?
This was the time when everybody was outside. You know what I'm saying?
And you just
this was before video games. You know what I'm saying?
It's lit.
It's
lit. That's their lit.
How do you?
I
was like, oh my god! Oh no!
Did y'all have y'all didn't have cell phones and TVs, right? Like
y'all didn't have social media either.
None of that.
See, I can see that.
None of that.
That's they lit.
It was no Atari. You know what I'm saying? Atari was like the first thing that came. So we were outside. Flipping on old dirty mattresses, flipping.
Wow.
Yeah, all that. Look,
it was in the
sandbox.
On the 2-minute fatigues are ready to take it to the Syrian. Oh, Lauryn Hill said that's where I know it from. Lauryn, I was trying to figure out what
the dirty mattress.
Yeah,
flipping on dirty mattress.
Flipping on the dirty mattress. You can't match. Okay, that was like okay.
It was real.
Mattress and okay. Anyway.